Hello, so this is going to be a video discussing the laboratory syllabus for the course. There's a separate video for the lecture. This will be for the laboratory, and this will be for your section. Okay, so I'm going to open up our laboratory syllabus. Okay, here we go. So again, this is section 16 and 16L. It's really the same section. It's just something that CUNY first does to separate the lecture from the lab, but they're the same course. Okay. So just like the lecture, this is not a hybrid course. It's an asynchronous online course. So all of the work for the laboratory will be done remotely and online. Okay. You'll have 12 reports to turn in for the laboratories in 12 weeks, essentially one per week. Okay. All of the information, all the documents that you need to have access to are in section 16 of the course content menu. I'll show that later of Blackboard. Okay. So here's actually how it works. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and here. I'm going to go over this real quick and then I'll show you. The first step in doing a laboratory report for this course is you read what's called the procedure. Okay. The procedure is a document that we have posted for you on Blackboard. Each laboratory procedure will be available in the course content folder of Blackboard. You'll watch an experiment online on YouTube. So we've posted these videos that are demonstrations of the experiments on YouTube. The link for that is right here. So if you go to the link, let me come over here. So you can see it. So that's the link. It's linked there, right? You know, so these are all the experiments, right? So these are the demo labs. So this is the first one called density. This is the second one called calibration of volumetric glassware. So these are the videos, right? So you have the procedure documents, which essentially tell you how to do the experiment, and it has the calculations and all that kind of stuff for it. Report instructions, and then you have the videos, which are the demonstrations. Okay, a couple of them you have to do 2 videos. So for example, the fourth experiment, it's really 4 and 5. These 2 go together. Acetic acid titration part 1, acetic acid titration part 2, those go together. And likewise, thermochemistry, there's 2 videos right there. Okay, and then you come through and it's just, these are all the experiments for this course. Those are all of your laboratory experiments. Okay. Now, let me show you where these procedures are, okay? You may have already noticed them if you've looked through the course on Blackboard. They're right here, okay? So this is the course content. Again, look in the section 16, not 16L. I'm not gonna put stuff in 16 and then put stuff in 16L. It gets too complicated. Everything's in the lecture one, which is 16. So here's the lecture syllabus, the laboratory syllabus, and then there's our procedures, right? So experiment 1, which is density, there's your procedure, okay? You click on that, a PDF file will open, and then that's your procedure. The link, you know, the YouTube videos, that's in the link that we just looked at on the laboratory syllabus. And then you'll see there's a report sheet for each experiment. Now, obviously, there's not all in there. They're only there for the first couple because it's, you know, we're just starting the semester. But the first 2 experiments have their report sheets. So let me come back here to the syllabus. And then you'll see here, there's a report sheet. That's step 3. So step 1, the procedure, that's the PDF file. Step 2, you watch the video. Watch the video with the procedure with you. You're doing it along. You're following along with what they're doing. If he's giving you data, write that data down, okay? You're going to probably need that to kind of think about how to write your report. Step 3, there's a report sheet. So that report sheet for experiment 1, experiment 2, those are already there. Those are what you turn in. You're not going to turn in, for the most part, you're not going to turn in the procedure. There's 1 or 2 exceptions to that, but for the most part, the report sheet is what you're going to turn in, not the procedure, okay? That's a little different than we would be doing it if we were in person. In person, you would probably turn in the procedure. Here, you're going to turn in this report sheet, okay? So you're going to fill out the report sheet and then turn that in. Now, again, it's in the course content folder of Blackboard. And the instructions on the report sheet, they're on there. It tells you exactly what to do in terms of your report. To receive credit, the report must be typed, not handwritten, and must be in a .doc format. That's a Microsoft Word doc. You know, any word processor can convert it to a doc, but make sure it's a .doc. Okay. The report will be evaluated for accuracy, completeness, demonstration of understanding, and the material and insight into the experiment. Okay. The quality of your writing will also be assessed and reflected in your score. Photos of report sheets will not be accepted. Handwritten report sheets will not be accepted. Okay, so it has to be done according to the instructions on the sheet. Here is the list of the names of the experiments. So week 1, here's your due date, March 14th. They need to be turned in by the due date. Okay, they will not be accepted if they're late. There's the video. Here's the second one, calibration of volumetric glassware. Here's your due date. Here is your video. Notice these are AM. This is in the morning. So Monday morning, not Monday afternoon, not late in Monday, but right at the beginning Monday, a little bit after midnight, Sunday night. Okay. In general, the videos are about an hour or so. And then, you know, doing your report probably takes another hour. So it's about a 2-hour process, maybe 3 if you're going slow and it's a particularly long video. Sometimes they're shorter than that, but anyway, I would say 2 hours, maybe 3 at the most. Okay, so you know, you could, in theory, do them in batches, turn in the first couple, turn in the next couple. I will try to get the report sheets up so that you're, you know, you can stay up to date on that. Don't put them off to the last minute. Don't do it Sunday night. If you do it Sunday night, probably what will happen is your computer will crash. That's when those kinds of things happen. When you have a deadline, the technology will break free, or someone will come into your life in a horrible emergency. So try to do things early, okay? And then it's all the way through 12. Okay, so here's the instructions for submitting the report sheets. These are also on the report sheet, but I just wanted to show you here. You know, this is where you send it to this email address. Do not send it to any other email address. If it goes to a different email address, it will not be graded. Okay. And then the subject line of the email, you have to put your first name and then your last name and then the name of the experiment. For example, Daphne Rose Pierre, calibration of volumetric glassware. That would be in the subject line of the email, right? It's to, from, and then subject line. And then you're going to have your .doc attachment. Okay, it needs to be an attachment. And then again, here's about the due dates. Okay. Here is, again, meeting information. You know, if you have questions about the report, you can certainly reach out to me by email or by WhatsApp, and I also can do Zoom meetings. I will be on campus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but if you're taking this remotely, you might not even be in New York. You might be somewhere else, okay? So if that's the case, then we can do a Zoom meeting, okay? So pretty brief, but pretty simple, right? 3 steps. You're gonna do the procedure, read over the procedure, read it while the professor's doing the experiment on the YouTube video, and then write your report sheet, which is a separate document. That's what gets submitted by the due date, following the format. Okay, so good luck with the laboratory component as well. Take care.